Wow, say many, many years. Good for you. Glad you're back. That's good. Good to be here. Good morning, Unity of Sarasota. I had to do the suit one more time, so I just want to make sure everybody sees a 10-man suit. Only get to wear it twice this year now. But anyway, got a great song, very apropos for this moment, and so here it is. And you might even know it. I think some of you might know this one. You're going to come down. When are you gonna land? Should have stayed on the farm. Should have listened to my old man.
You know you can't hold me forever.
I didn't sign up with you. I'm not a present for your friends to open. This boy's too young to be singing. My future life beyond the yellow brick road. What do you think you'll do then? I'll bet to shoot down your plane. Take you a couple of vodka and tonics and set you on your feet again.
Maybe you'll get a replacement.
Oh, pretty likely to be found. Mongrels who ain't got a penny, stiff little tidbits like you on the road where the dogs of society howl. You can't plant me in your penthouse. I'm going back to my plow, back to the howling old howl in the woods, on the horny back town. Oh, I finally decided my future lies beyond the yellow brick. Thank you. If I only had a heart.
Wow. You know, I have to say, I'm a little verklempt at having to say goodbye to the yellow brick road. It means I have to wear regular clothes starting next week. Yeah. So I am Reverend Dr. Susie Shadle. I welcome you to the Emerald City, Unity of Sarasota, where something wonderful is always happening. You can see it right there. More shoes for kids are being donated in this very moment. Thank you very much, Kay. We appreciate that. I'll explain shortly. So welcome to Unity. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Yeah? All right, good. You had a good Thanksgiving? Yeah? Okay. You're full of turkey? Well, maybe. Some of you are full of something else. We're not sure what that is, and we will not explore that. So, Unity of Sarasota is a beacon of light and love opening minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. And this is who we are as individuals, and as we come together, we make that beacon yet brighter. And so own that. Own that. Know that you are that beacon of light, and share it 24/7, 365. That's what we're about. We're an inclusive spiritual community that embraces empowering and life-affirming practical spirituality for richer living right here and right now in our lives. We join with our unity movement worldwide in creating a world that works for all. I am very committed to this, and I hope you are too. I want to live in that world in my lifetime. How about you? Yeah? Okay. So let's do it. Let's do it. All right? If you happen to be a guest or a newcomer here for the first time today, you're probably wondering, should I be thankful for what I've just walked into? I hope so. We'll get to it. So if you happen to be a newcomer or a guest here for the first time today, please stand and remain standing for just a moment. We'd like to find out where people visit us from. Okay, I'm going to start and let you know that Cheryl is our board member of the day. She has a present for you. It is a lovely shell necklace indicative of the gorgeous beaches of Florida. Each shell represents the love that we are individually, and when we string it together, we become a community of love of which you are now a part. And so she also has a packet of information for you about Unity. There is a welcome card clipped to the back. We'd love it if you would fill that out, put it in the offering plate, or take it to the Red Umbrella welcome table in Fellowship Hall, where Cheryl will be to answer your questions and show you around. And so I'm going to start in the very back in the purple shirt. Where are you visiting us from? Sarasota. From Sarasota. Welcome home. We also want to take this opportunity to let you guys know that not only do you get this lovely shell necklace, but if you put it on, you get to have first in line privileges in the fellowship hall for coffee and whatever else they have in store back there for you. So wear the necklace and you get to be first in line. I keep waiting for the smart person who decides to wear the necklace every Sunday. Maybe I'm the only one who thinks that way. Anyway, welcome. We're glad to have you with us. We also want to take this opportunity to welcome those who are joining us on our live stream on our website, unityofsarasota.org. Let's wave to those folks. Yay. If you need to miss a service, you don't need to miss a service. You can watch it live. Go to unityofsarasota.org, go to the services tab, scroll down to the service you want to watch live, or you can go back to that same place and watch it recorded, or you can go to our Facebook page or our YouTube page and watch the recording. So you never have to be disconnected in any way. You'll be joining your energy with ours. Excuse me. However you're joining us, whether it be in person or live stream or the recording after the fact, you are most welcome here this morning with us. And wherever you may be in your spiritual journey, you are welcome to journey with us, because you enhance our journey as well when you walk with us. And so join the journey, and we're going to be joining the journey with our Oz characters shortly as well. I also want to take this opportunity to, hello, where'd they go? I hate it when they disappear on me. This is the time that we welcome our children, and they have a teacher who disappeared just now. So everybody hold your hands up like this right now. Could someone please go find Cheryl? I believe she's right there. She went back with a child. Okay, not supposed to do that yet, but.
Well, that's a good excuse.
All right. So typically, she would bring the child here. Here we go. Here we go. Here's Cheryl, along with a child. Yay. So before Cheryl takes this particular child and any others that are coming or arriving late, we're going to bless them on their journey. So you ready? And bless the child within yourself as well. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we see the living Spirit in you. All right. So Cheryl will be taking, maybe, is she going to follow you? Yeah. Okay. Because if she doesn't follow you, all you're doing is taking a walk. So, all right. Well, you guys have fun. I hear it from good authority that they go back and have lots of fun back there. All right. So, we have some invitations for your participation today. Madeline, stand up. Where are you? Madeline Baylitz is one of our very own Unity authors. And we are featuring her today back there in One World Books and Gifts. Please go see Madeline. It's a very important book, and she's going to tell you all about it. Please go see her. Check out all the other wonderful stuff in the bookstore. We've got a holiday sale going on from now through the end of the year. We have unique gifts that you cannot get anywhere else except here, and you will dazzle your friends and family by giving them something from there. So please do that. Do your Christmas shopping, your holiday shopping early. Shop early, shop often. All right? Next up, this Saturday night, Peter Cater in concert right here on this very stage. If some of you enjoyed him last year, please come this year again. He is a worldwide known performing artist, composer. He actually has people lie down under the piano as he's playing. Last year, we had to help people off the stage. They were so transported. So check it out. Tickets are on sale. There are flyers around. You can go on our website. Please come, bring friends. You will be transported whether you lie under the piano or not. It's
Susie,
fabulous.
Let me add to that because he's really big. He's
a huge deal.
Well, for instance, I'm already envious of him, okay, if I could have that feeling. I'm not supposed to, but I do. I went home after last year's concert, and I turned on the TV, and National Geographic's on, and it goes, music by Peter Cater. I was like, ugh! I love him. I love him so much.
Yeah, he's done movies. He's done Broadway. He's done National Geographic. I mean, you name it. He's been there. He's performed with all kinds of people, and we are blessed to have him here at Unity of Sarasota. So please come. Please come. You will thank yourself for it. Next up, we have an angel tree out there in the lobby. That's the Salvation Army angel tree. You can pull a card from there and do the shopping. Bring it back, please, by the 30th and put it under the tree, or you can put it under this tree, and they will pick it up. If you miss the 30th deadline, you can take it directly to the Salvation Army until the 9th of December. All right, so let's get all those cards pulled from the tree. Also, another opportunity for giving. In the fellowship hall, you'll see a giant overflowing toy box. We are collecting toys for Mothers Helping Mothers, a wonderful organization here in Sarasota. So please get some toys and let's way overflow that toy box, all right? And that is, we're collecting until, could you take that slide away for just a moment? Thank you. We're collecting toys until the 11th of December, and then we're taking them to Mothers Helping Mothers. And by the way, all of these shoes and socks are going to Mothers Helping Mothers on Tuesday, this Tuesday. So we're doing a lot with that organization. It's a wonderful organization. Next up, I told you there's something wonderful always going on here. Next Sunday, grand opening of the new bookstore deck. There will be a brief ribbon cutting ceremony right after the service next Sunday. I want to thank Bella for helping me to really decorate and make that deck wonderful. Thank you, Bella. And I'm going to do something a little unusual. I'm going to thank myself because I paid to have that new deck built. So thank you, Reverend Susie, for doing that so that we can actually use the deck. We're going to be having all kinds of events and things out there because now it's all nice and even and wonderful so that nobody's going to trip and hurt themselves. So let's start using it. We're going to, someday, maybe in December, next week, the weather will get cool enough that we can actually be out on the deck. Wouldn't that be nice? But we're going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff out there, so pay attention, all right? And next week, ribbon cutting. All right, and we have a list of our holiday offerings. We've got all kinds of things going on. There are flyers all around the building. It's on the website. It's in the newsletter. The 14th, we have Harp and Crystal Bowls holiday concert right here, 7 o'clock. The 21st, we have a handbell choir concert, holiday concert right here, 7 o'clock. Christmas Eve, the 24th, will be right here, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock for our Christmas Eve candle lighting service. And the 1st of January, the very first day of January, will be our burning bowl and white stone ceremony. It will likely be outside unless the weather prevents that for some reason, in which case we'll move indoors. Please come and release 2022 and embrace 2023. All right? And you can go on the website and get more detail about each of those services. But do join and bring your friends and family with you. Okay. Let me just catch my breath a moment. And Rob is going to do a Thanksgiving song.
Yeah, I do it every year, so it's like I always want to do this because it's such a great song. And it's pretty easy. You can figure out the lyrics and sing along with me. Called Give Thanks. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the one our God. Give thanks for all that God has done for us. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the one our God. Give thanks for all that God has done for us. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, for all that God has done for us. And now let the weak say, I am strong, and the poor say, I am rich, for all that God has done for us. Give thanks. With a grateful heart, give thanks to the one our God. Give thanks for all that God has done. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the weak say I am strong. For all that God has done for us, give thanks. Give thanks. Thank you. Namaste.
Rob Satori. Before I get to the prayer and get us recentered, fully centered, I do have one other holiday event coming up. On Christmas Day, happens to be a Sunday morning. So I will be here Christmas morning at 10:30. I will be playing my silver flutes. I will be playing my brand new Native American flute and some other surprise instruments and doing a meditation service. So if you're awake at 10:30, come on and join me. If you want to wear your pajamas, do, because there's a good chance I will be. So join me on Christmas morning if you feel moved to do so. All right? All right. Okay, let's move into prayer and get ourselves fully centered and present. So take a deep breath. Allow that breath to fill your heart with gratitude. And then release that breath, sharing that gratitude with all whom you meet. And so as we come together this Sunday morning after Thanksgiving, let us remember that we are called to be in deep gratitude, not just on Thanksgiving Day, but every day of our lives, to find those things that we are grateful for, and to take action in kindness and giving and compassion to others so that they might also feel that deep sense of gratitude. And so as we move into this holiday season, we take that powerful energy of gratitude with us. We need not have any particular reason to be grateful. Simply to be grateful for being in the presence of Father, Mother, God, Spirit, and in the presence of one another. That is more than enough. Take a deep breath in and allow that gratitude of spirit to gently massage your heart open. And then release that breath, again, sharing the blessing of that gratitude. Be grateful. Meister Eckhart said, if the only prayer you ever say is thank you, that is enough. So once again, breathe in all of the things that you are grateful for, all of the people, the experiences you are grateful for, and let them fill your heart to overflowing, and then release your breath and share all of the things and the people and the experiences you're grateful for. Be the place where Thanksgiving lives all year long. For this remembrance that gratitude is our birthright, I am grateful. And so it is, and together we say, thank God within and all around us. Amen. Yeah. Let's say our statement of being together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, who is perfect life, perfect intelligence, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am an individualized expression of God. You are an individualized expression of God. We are individualized expressions of God.
If you believe within your heart, you'll know that no one can change the path that you must go. Believe in yourself and know you're right, because the time will come around when you'll say it's yours. Believe in the reason to be. Believe you can make time stand still, and know from the moment you try, if you believe, I know you will. Believe in yourself right from the start. Believe in the love. You'll have a heart. You'll have the courage to last your whole life through. Just believe in yourself. Just believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, 'cause I believe in you. Believe that you can go home. Believe you can float on air and click your heels 3 times. If you believe, then you'll be there. Whoa, believe in yourself right from the start. Believe in the magic that's there in your heart. Believe in those things, not because I tell you to. Just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Yeah, believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself like I believe in you. Thank you.
Rob Tin Man Satori, thank you so much. Thank you. So we will start, as we always do, with our core value affirmation. So I ask that you say this with me. We embody Christ consciousness and live from the awareness that God is within and all around us. So for those of you who have been here, and those of you who are brand new, wondering what the heck is going on here. Our theme for the month of November has been the spiritual emeralds of the Wizard of Oz. It's a parable about attaining spiritual enlightenment and then applying all of those tools in our lives. And it highlights the challenges that we face through life and all the resources that we need in order to navigate them. And so we've acquired some spiritual gems, and there are more to be had. One of the things that we're doing as well is to help some other folks meet their challenges. And so we have been collecting all month shoes and socks for kids of all ages, as I said, that we will be giving to Mothers Helping Mothers. And so just know that these are not ordinary shoes and socks here. Every single one of these are the ruby red slippers that we are giving to kids to empower them on their journey. So know that this is a very powerful expression. And your love and compassion go with every one of these and end up on the feet of kids on their journey. So this is very important. Thank you all for participating. Give yourselves a hand. So I'm going to do a little summarizing and then catch us up, and we're going to wrap up the series today. As I said, that forces me to actually wear regular clothes from here on out for the rest of the year. Darn, I was kind of getting used to all this costume stuff. In fact, a couple people said to me the other day, they saw me somewhere else and said, wow, this is the first time I've seen you not in a costume. so I'm going to be a little sad to give up all the costumes. So week one, we learned that The Wizard of Oz is the story of Dorothy's spiritual quest. But it's not just her spiritual quest, it's our quest as well. It's a journey into our own interior to discover our truest self. Now, little Toto was a catalyst for Dorothy even thinking about getting out of bland Kansas and going to something more colorful. But just to be on the safe side, along comes a traumatic event called a tornado that even pushes her more deeply into that transformative journey. And on that journey, the very beginning of the journey, her house whirls around, falls upon, and kills the Wicked Witch of the East, which is significant and represents crossing out our old belief systems, old worn-out belief system. Boom, smashed. And she acquires from the good witch Glinda the ruby red slippers, which really represent spiritual empowerment. And Glinda sends her and Toto down the yellow brick road on the path to enlightenment. In week two, we see Dorothy and Toto starting down the yellow brick road to the Emerald City. Toto, who Dorothy talks to all through the journey, Toto represents Dorothy's inner intuitive knowing and guides her to more out-of-the-box thinking. As you'll remember, Toto is constantly jumping out of things and getting out of trouble, right? So he represents her intuition. Along the yellow brick road, Dorothy and Toto meet the Scarecrow, which represents our head. The Tin Man represents our heart. And the Cowardly Lion, who represents the courage to take action. All of these characters are aspects of Dorothy and of us. And every single one of these attributes, head, heart, and courage, thinking, feeling, and acting, are attributes that must be awakened in us to have a successful journey on this path home to self, to God as our source. In week 3, last week, we learned that sometimes we have to break down things in order to break through to new levels of awareness and consciousness. Dorothy and we must confront both the light and the shadow aspects of ourselves. And we also learned that we cannot rely on some false wizard or false god outside of ourselves that requires us to prove our worthiness. That's a red flag, knowing that it is a false god. God never requires us to prove ourselves. God created us complete, perfect, and whole. And so what we confront on our journey through life, on our journey down our own yellow brick road, is that the shadow, the ego, the false god keeps us disconnected from our higher self. And it thwarts us on our path of enlightenment and on our spiritual connection with the source. And so we must move from ego, edging God out, into embracing God, good, orderly direction for our lives. And so we break down old belief systems, old actions and experiences that no longer serve, and we evolve into higher thoughts and feelings and action through our head, heart, and courage. And so we pick up where we left off. Dorothy kills the Wicked Witch of the West now, the sister of the one she already killed. And that's symbolic of her conquering her own shadow self, because the witch represents our shadow, those hidden, unconscious sides of our personality, of our life, of our being, that our ego likes to try and ignore. Dorothy melts the witch by throwing water on her. Water represents purity, a purer consciousness, if you will. And know this, that higher consciousness will always overcome lower consciousness, just as light overcomes and dissipates darkness. The smallest amount of light will dissipate darkness. The smallest amount of higher consciousness will move us to higher and higher and higher consciousness. Awakening, Dorothy's and ours, occurs by facing our shadow and embracing it into the light of our being. Not pushing it away, but embracing it, surrounding it in the light of our being. Dorothy confronts, melts the witch, and she assimilates the power of the witch and the shadow, along with assimilating and changing the flying monkey mind. Remember, we still have one flying monkey there, but he's okay now. He's okay now. So we assimilate that flying monkey mind, and we become more conscious. And we assimilate the winky guards, and they no longer keep us from ourselves, but they keep us surrounded in light. Our heroes return to Oz after their mission is complete. They have now done away with the witch, and they have her broomstick to prove it. And so they go back to the palace of the Wizard of Oz in the Emerald City to receive their wishes. So as instructed, they bring the broomstick, proving that the Wicked Witch is dead and now all's well in Oz. But the wizard is still hesitant to help them and grant their wishes. After all of this, Toto, remember, Toto's the wise one. He's that intuition that knows the truth. Toto's the one that ventures out and says, we need to think through this differently. So Toto comes to the rescue again, and he pulls back the curtain, and he reveals that the great, powerful Wizard of Oz is simply an illusion, just an ordinary old man. Yours truly. The wizard is exposed as the fraud that he is, showing us that placing false hope in saviors outside of ourselves simply creates more illusion. To save face, the wizard offers bribes. So he gives the scarecrow a diploma. He gives the Tin Man a heart-shaped clock. And he gives the lion a medal of valor. But these are simply physical placeholders for the true qualities that already exist within each of those characters and each of us. You know, we seek those same qualities of love and wisdom and courage. The characters believe that they lack those traits. But if you notice throughout the story, each of them shows that they already possess all of those qualities, just as we do when we tap into them and allow them to be expressed. So often we allow our shadow self to project itself, and our true self gets overshadowed. So remember this: pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. So the old man offers Dorothy a balloon ride home, and of course she accepts. But just before liftoff, Toto strikes again, and Toto jumps out of the balloon basket, and Dorothy chases after Toto, and the balloon departs without them. But this is a good thing, because them jumping away from the balloon and not getting in that basket, and not going with the wizard, spares them from an eternity of aimless drifting with a false savior. So it's really a good thing. Once again, Toto saves the day. And this incident symbolizes for us the intuitive recognition that there is a truer path if we but pay attention and look for it. And the true path is to find Father, Mother, God, the source within ourselves. It's not out there, it's in here. This awareness leads Dorothy and us to our ultimate transformation, the embracing of our inner spiritual powers. We've been blessed with those powers by Spirit itself. We have the power to create and co-create much as Spirit creates. And so we can use those powers in our lives. This is a call to listen to our intuition, to listen to that inner guidance, our inner light. Glinda, the Good Witch, represents the divine spark that is within each of us, and it supports and guides that inner spirit on our quest in life. She's symbolic of light and goodness. And Glinda guides Dorothy in the beginning and in the end of her journey. She helps Dorothy to realize the power of spiritual connection that exists within and all around her, symbolized by the ruby slippers, which really are our spiritual power. We all have them. Dorothy pleads, "Oh, will you help me? Can you help me?" And Glinda the Good Witch responds, "You don't need to be helped any longer. You've always had the power to go back to Kansas." And Dorothy exclaims, "I have?" And the Scarecrow blurts out, "Then why didn't you tell her before?" And Glinda answers, "Because she wouldn't have believed me. She had to learn it for herself." Any of you like that? That's what I thought. And then the Tin Man leans forward and asks, "What have you learned, Dorothy?" And Dorothy answers, "Well, I think that it wasn't enough just to want to see Uncle Henry and Auntie Em, and that if I ever go looking for my heart's desire again, I won't look any further than my own backyard, because if it isn't here, I'll never really find it to begin with." Here are some of the other things that Dorothy and we can learn from our journey of the soul. 1, we have the power within. We have the ruby red slippers to transport us home, to awaken to the truth, and to co-create our heart's desire with Spirit. 2, witches and cyclones, while appearing very bad, can be a means for spiritual growth. Often we're pushed by pain until we're pulled by a vision of something better. 3, we must learn for ourselves. Truth is not given so much as realized. Look within. You don't have to go off in search of a guru or a mystic outside yourself. Truth is found in your own backyard, in your own soul. And 4, reality is very simple. We create our own reality through our thinking and our feeling. We tend to make it more complicated than it need be. The simple universal truth is that if we believe it to be so, it is so. And 5, there's no place like home. The kingdom of heaven is not a place out there or up there, but rather the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and it is within us right now. So Dorothy returns home, transformed with new spiritual eyes. Heraclitus taught, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it is not the same river, and he's not the same man." And this is true for Dorothy as well. Now she's awakened, and Dorothy returns with the awareness of how to face her challenges. Her ticket home was in realizing what she carries within her. It wasn't about something outside, and it wasn't about the balloon ride. It was what was within her: spiritual wisdom, heartfelt caring, the courage to act. And when she gets home and wakes up, surrounded by her family and farmhands. She tries to tell them what she experienced, and they all just laugh. Spiritual ignorance and immaturity is like that. We laugh at the truth. Don't do that. Own it. Embrace it. Be it. Because we are the personification of Dorothy and the journey of our soul that we are already on, whether we know it or not. Every step of your life is a journey down the yellow brick road on the path of enlightenment. Every step, including the ugly ones, sometimes most especially those. Like Dorothy, we have the power to create our life experience. We have the ruby red slippers within us. Listening to our thoughts and our feelings and following inner guidance, we awaken to the spiritual power and truth that lives within us. It's always the last place we look in here. We're looking all over the place. And then finally, hey, I wonder if it's in there. It is. Start there. Start there. Expressing love and compassion and kindness, our souls are guided home by the light of the source within and all around us. I have a quote from this guru. Home is not a construct of wood and plaster. It is a place within ourselves. It is more than a feeling. It is a state of beingness. It is the very ground of our being, the divine force that animates each of us and permeates every aspect of the universe with spiritual energy. The Wizard of Oz is the journey of our soul and what we must achieve to advance spiritually and return home to God, the source, and to discover there's no place like home. So even though I'm a charlatan, I'm a pretty good wizard. And that's my quote, and I'm sticking to it. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable. Otherwise, a soft, squishy gaze on the flame of the candle or the beautiful outdoors. And let's do a brief meditation to realize for ourselves there's no place like home. So relax into your chair, allow it to support you, lift you much as spirit does. Close your eyes, breathe in deeply to the center of your being, exhale fully, and just continue in that beautiful cycle of breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. Find your own perfect rhythm in that flow of spirit. And now imagine for yourself what it feels like to be home in the heart of Father, Mother, God, Spirit. Rest there a moment. Are you willing to make time daily for communion with Spirit? And if so, in what ways will you make that time? Continue breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. Be prepared. Know what things might pop up to distract you and stop you from making time for God. And know how you might overcome those distractions and obstacles. Be prepared. Now imagine yourself clicking your ruby slipper spiritual powers into action. What might you create first with your thoughts, your feelings, and your courage? Hold that first creation in mind and heart and commit to being it and then doing it. Slowly begin to return to this time and this space. And when you're ready, gently open your outer eyes along with your inner eyes, your spiritual eyes. I have one more little gift for you. David, if you'd show the next slide, please. If you go to our website, unityofsarasota.org, and go across to the blog tab, you'll see this image. These are more emeralds to help you on your journey. And so you can go to that page and download this and use it as an additional guide to living your life to the fullest. It'll be on the blog either later today or tomorrow. And so blessings on your journey of realizing there's no place like home, and that home is within. Look within for God's guidance, for empowering your clear thoughts, your vibrant feelings, and your courageous actions. And so it is. And together we say, thank God within and all around us. And now, as a final gesture, I would like to invite all of my Oz characters to take the stage, please. I want to thank them. Come on, chop, chop. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, characters. Come on down the yellow brick road. Come on to the Emerald City, to Oz. We have Carol Borsello representing the Scarecrow. We have Rob Tinman Satori. We have Bella Cowardly Lion. We have yours truly, a melding of Professor Marvel and the Wizard of Oz. Frauds and charlatans, both of them, but somebody had to play the part. And finally, Dorothy and Toto 2. Lisa Arundale and Tug. That's T-U-G. Thank you, God. Okay.
When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, birds fly over the rainbow, once in a lullaby, and somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that I dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? Where troubles melt like lemon drops way above the chimney tops, that's where you find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't if happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Yeah.
Toto, I think it's time to go home. Let's go home. Let's all say it together.
Click, click. There's no place
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Come on, Toto.
Woo. All right.
Uncle Henry, Auntie Em, I'm home.
Woo. This has been great, y'all. Thank you for playing. Thank you for donating. I can't thank you enough. Look at this. Give yourselves a hand. Will my chaplains and ministers please come forward? Prayer chaplains, come on up. Our prayer chaplains and ministers are available to you after service or any time that you make an appointment with them or a phone call. They are here to be with you in prayer, to know a greater possibility, to help you to know that there is no place like home, and that home is something you carry with you. It is at the center of your being. So I want to thank Mitch. Welcome back, Mitch. He's been gone a while. He's back. And Jackie. Yay, Jackie. And Virginia, and we have David back behind the booth. Reverend Amy's up front. So just know that these folks are available and they are in service to you here at Unity of Sarasota, and we thank them for that. Thank you so much. Okay. And I just want to let you know, next slide, that there is no Wednesday service this coming week, but on Wednesday, December 7th at 7 p.m., we are doing a concert for Ukraine by all of our Wednesday night musicians. They're coming together in a music fest, if you will. Lisa Arundale, Phil Lieber, Rob Satori, Elaine Silver, and myself, we will all be doing some fabulous music, and all of the money goes to support World Central Kitchen for Ukraine. So let's keep up the good work, you guys. They need our help right now, so let's be there for them. And please come to that concert. Bring friends, bring family, bring people you meet on the street. Say, come on with me, and bring your wallets. All right, go to the bank before you get here. We really want to help those folks. So thank you. We're doing this every first Wednesday of the month, and we will continue to do so. I'm committed to that until the war ends. Well, actually, till after the war ends, because they'll need help then too. So let's do it. And this is our opportunity, once again, to remind ourselves and each other that we live in an abundant universe with a generous God. And so our opportunity to be in that divine flow and circulation of the goodness of God in all of its forms, including financial. And I invite those of you who are on live stream to click the button below and participate as well in that divine circulation. And so let's affirm this together right now. But before we do that, take your gift. If you're giving a physical gift today, the ushers will be at the doors to receive your gifts gratefully. Hold it to your heart and infuse it with all of the qualities of spirit that most resonate with your soul: love and power and presence and giving, gratitude, love, compassion, whatever it may be. Infuse your gift with that, and it will multiply and travel with the gift to bless others. And so I know many of you give in other ways. You send it in, or you do it electronically, whatever, all the magical ways that happens. If that's the case, please hold your hand over the offering plate so that you can be in that energy of the divine flow as well, in blessing. And so let's affirm right now together. We embody God's abundance of more than enough to enjoy, to spare, and to share. And we will now do our prayer for protection, followed by the peace song. So let's stand for that, if you would, please. Okay. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.